Hi, welcome back to the channel. Angela here, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We are going to have more layering fun in today's video. So get your supplies and get ready to jelly print. As usual, I don't really have a big plan. I just threw some green turquoise down, just some apple barrel paint on the one plate, and we'll do some mountain forest on the other. And again, my plates still have the stuff on them from the other day, which, again, I don't worry too much about. Just spread out a thin layer across our plates. Maybe just get some backgrounds going. Just putting down a couple pieces of copy paper to start. See, we picked up my little leaf prints from the last time. I'm gonna bring my fan closer so we can use that. All right, now I think we'll come in with some, let's do some light blue. Oops, got a little piece of paper on here. We'll come in with some light blue. And I have these little, I just made some little rings that are all blowing away. I just went through and cut out some rings out of a piece of acetate paper. It's actually the paper that came with the, it's the covering that came with the gel plate. Because I keep mine covered between two pieces of paper, so I don't need that. We'll make some little marks down on the bottom. Come in with a bottle top to make some more marks. Again, I'm cleaning my tools off over on my brayer off sheet. We'll come back in with our paper we just picked up with and put that down. And we'll pick up our piece over here. Again, nothing fabulous, just our background sheet. We'll come in with some cerulean blue. Just again, playing around, seeing what textures we can create. This plate is leaving all these interesting watermarks, which I like. I think it's because of how the paint is a fluid paint, that it's reacting as if you'd sprayed water. And I'm going to come back in with my piece of paper I just picked up with and put that down. Keep peeking to see how much, if there's more paint I want picked up. Okay, we got that texture now. I'm gonna come in with a piece of tissue paper just to pick up these little bits that I want removed. You can come in with like painter's tape and clean up with that too, but I use the tissue paper. It works just as well as long as your paint's not too dry. Okay, and now we're gonna pull all our rings and our little circles. And I'm gonna let that dry on the plate, and we'll pick it up with another color. We'll come back to this one. Look at all those nice textures. Okay, let's come in with some light blue. I have a little container I just keep all my little pieces I've made in. And you can pretty much try anything, you know, as long as you're having fun. That's the key. The key is fun, fun, fun. Okay, I got some squares. I'm gonna come in with some rectangles and some squares. Little straight pieces. Some triangles, maybe some more rings. Just creating another layer of interest. Okay, we're gonna come right back in on this one because we're playing with our layers. Now this one I think we'll pick up with the dioxazine purple. I'm gonna pick this up on a piece of newsprint. Use some newsprint paper to pick that one up. Smoothing it all on there and making sure we're picking up all that paint. And see, now we've just created another layer of interest. Now we're gonna pull our little pieces and I'm gonna let them dry on here so that we can pick them up with another color. All right, so we'll come back over here and see if this is picking it all up. See, look, this created a nice print. And now we're gonna come in on this side with some, let's use some light olive green. And we'll pick this up with some newsprint. My little homemade Baron over here, and now I think we'll come in with some white and maybe mix it with some yellow. Mix it however thoroughly you want. You can mix it on your plate. You can mix it off the side. I like mixing it right on the plate because I don't worry about getting it all mixed perfectly. And now we're going to come in with some yarn. This is a piece of string I've got knots tied in. Okay, now we're going to come in with our blue one. And we're going to pick that right up over top. Being sure to rub around all our string. Okay, now we're going to pick on this one. This one could use to sit a little longer. So we'll go back to our yarn, smoothing that out, taking a peek, see if we need to pick up more of our paint. Now we have this print, and we're going to bring in our purple print right over this to pick up that ghost print right on. That's just creating another layer of interest. Okay, now let's peek on this. And look at all that nice texture. We'll go over that again with something else. Now let's take some dioxazine purple and some white. And we still have the grunge on our plate. I mean, you can clean it off with a baby wipe if you like, but I don't mind the grunge. It's just gonna create more and more texture. So we're gonna smooth this on. We're gonna come in with the cardboard. Make up. Press that in on the cardboard. I'll bring in a sheet from the side so you can see that I'm gonna press that right down on another piece. To get some texture on another piece that we can add to, and we'll just keep adding to that. Now I think I will come in with my lid. Not my measuring cup, not my lid. Okay, and we're gonna bring that right in, back on our this piece. I know we're gonna lose half the stuff we just put down, but that's half the fun of seeing how many layers you can get and what you will still see through the last layer. And hopefully we made enough marks that we will still see some of our last layer through. Okay, now let's pull this print. Look at that, that's a nice print. That will definitely get used in some collage. Okay, let's come in with some pink. Let's use some rose pink. And again, I have no real plans when I start out. We're just winging it as we go. Just seeing what different looks we can get. Okay, now let's use some rubber bands. Put however many rubber bands you want to use. I'm putting down quite a few rubber bands. I'm not even straightening out the ones that are coiled. Just gonna leave them. Because I'm gonna come in with this one we did and go right over top of it. Being sure to rub and get the paint out of all those little spaces. Picking up as much paint as I can. Taking a peek, seeing I need to pick up quite a bit more. And if you take a peek, see, I've got a lot of paint still there, so I want to put it back down and rub some more. And okay, I'm going to pick that up. I like how that turned out. Now I'm going to pull all the rubber bands. And I could have came in and cleaned up more with tissue paper, but I don't mind what's left on the plate. Again, it's a preference thing. And then I'm going to bring in this piece. That piece back again. Throw another layer on there. See what we get from that. Okay, we'll come back over and peek on this. Look at all that nice texture we've got. Okay, let's come in with our forest green. We'll add some white. Throw in some ultramarine blue. Again, I'm not mixing it. I want that variation in the color. I'm gonna come in with my string. I'm gonna come in with string. I'm gonna throw some rubber bands on there. And I'm going to pick it up on a brayer off sheet. Because again, parts of it will become collage. If I don't like the whole piece, parts of it will get used. Because nothing goes to waste. I use all my scraps. See, now we have another layer. See, can't even tell that was a brayer off sheet. Now it's a perfectly good collage piece. Okay, we're gonna let this dry on here. And on this one where we've got the pink still down, we'll come in with some bright aqua green. We'll take our cardboard, press that down, bring back our sheet that we used before. Oh, I had a rubber band stuck there. Well, that'll make an interesting print. Okay, we're gonna come in with this brayer off sheet and put that right over top. And we'll come in and try to stamp off what we can off this. See, again, just creating more and more texture. Okay, this one I think we'll pick up with, let's pick it up with the unbleached titanium. And we are going to come in with our cardboard again. And we're going to, again, make sure these aren't lined up with ones already on there, just to create another layer of interest. Now we'll just pick that up on a piece of newsprint. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you could, please subscribe, hit that like button. If there's anything you want to see, leave a comment. I think these will be our final 2 prints for today. Okay. Now remember, this was just a brayer off sheet. And now it's usable in collage. And we've got that one. All these layers are sheet we were stamping off on. Just layering upon layers upon layers. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed, please again subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day.